It's been said many times that the worst camp in Africa is going to be better than the best spike camp in the American Rockies. The modern safari camp can vary greatly depending on the type of safari you've booked and the country and location where your hunt will take place. These can range from a luxury safari lodge to a tented fly camp in the most remote corner of darkest Africa. As a general rule, the more luxurious safari lodges, sometimes complete with saunas, swimming pools, and a host of modern conveniences, are found in the southern part of the continent. These types of accommodations are prevalent in the countries of Namibia and South Africa. As you move north into more remote countries such as Zimbabwe or Tanzania, well-appointed tented camps become the norm. Regardless of the type of camp you're in, you'll experience the finest in African hospitality, including hot showers and daily laundry service. The meals prepared on safari are among the finest to be found in any hunting camp worldwide. In most camps, you'll enjoy a variety of wild game dishes as well as more traditional cuisine. An exquisitely prepared meal accompanied by a fine bottle of wine is an unexpected pleasure of the safari life. Evenings around the African campfire will create some of the fondest memories of your African safari. Cold cocktails around a warm fire, reminiscing about the day's adventures, are the perfect way to end the day. A typical day on safari begins as you roll out of camp at first light. The hunting day will be designed around the type of safari you're on and the game you're seeking. On a typical plains game safari, spot and stalk hunting is the preferred technique. A safari vehicle will get you into game country. Sometimes game will be spotted at a distance from the vehicle. Other times you'll walk to vantage points and glass for game. The pace of a plains game safari is generally relaxed, and it's not uncommon to return to camp during the course of the day for lunch and a break during the heat of the day. The typical plains game safari is between 7 and 10 days in length and will include a nice mixed bag. Most clients have a primary species they want to target, but many of my favorite trophies were taken during unexpected chance encounters, and the wise hunter always takes advantage of good fortune when it presents itself. A safari for Africa's great cats, both lion and leopard, usually involve luring the cat into a suitable position with the use of bait. Job one on this type of safari is securing the bait. For leopard, the bait you'll most likely be using is small to medium-sized antelope, such as impala. Lion require much larger bait. For this reason, buffalo, hippo, and sometimes elephant are preferred. The first few days on a cat safari will be dedicated to shooting bait and hanging it in favorite trees in the area where fresh spoor has been located. Once this has been accomplished, the hunt will follow a daily routine of checking baits and dragging scent trails designed to lure the cat onto the bait. The game truly begins when you walk into a bait site and discover that a big male cat has claimed the meat as his own. At this stage, a blind will be quickly and quietly assembled, and the next stage of the hunt begins. Sitting in total silence for hours on end will test the patience of any hunter. If darkness arrives and the cat didn't come, you'll most certainly be back in the blind long before the sun comes up. As the days in the blind add up, your patience will be tested. But when your cat arrives, you'll have earned one of the greatest experiences that hunting can offer. The taking of either of Africa's great cats will most certainly be a highlight of your hunting career. There's lots of great buffalo country in East and Southern Africa. And as I said earlier, as a game animal, the Cape buffalo has no weaknesses. Buffalo hunting is a game of tracking, and you will roll out of camp early in search of spoor, fresh tracks that you can follow. Sometimes you may take the track of a single or small group of doggo boys, and other times you'll follow a large herd that may contain one or more mature bulls. The pace of this hunt tends to be slow and methodical as the trackers check the wind, read the sign, and follow the spoor over difficult ground. You'll know you're getting close when the tracker starts slowing down and spending an equal amount of time looking ahead as he is looking at the ground for tracks. As you close in on the buffalo, the PH will take the lead with you at his side as he tries to locate your bull. Once a shootable bull is identified, the shooting sticks will be set up, and it's now your job to quickly get into position for the shot. The hunt for an elephant bull is similar in nature to a buffalo hunt, in that it's a classic tracking safari. The primary difference is that the professional hunters and trackers will spend far more time qualifying the spoor to ensure that you're following a bull that's track indicates both size and age, and thus the potential for big ivory. There's an old saying that you shoot an elephant with your rifle, but you kill him with your legs. You'll track, catch up to, and probably turn down multiple bulls on the average hunt before you find the trophy you've been looking for. The final approach on the elephant that your PH has now termed your elephant bull will be a thrill never to be forgotten. Africa's aquatic heavyweights, both hippo and crocodile, are widely distributed throughout Africa's many lakes and vast river systems. The hunt for these species is both unique and challenging as you enter their watery domain. The typical hunt for either species begins by cruising waterways by boat and keeping an eye out for a suitable trophy. The hunt for hippo involves careful glassing of herds or pods. Your PH will be looking for the herd bull and a suitable indicator that he's a mature animal with good trophy potential. You'll generally look over a good number of bulls before a suitable trophy is selected. If your shot is true, your bull will simply disappear from sight, at which time a waiting game begins. Depending on the time of day, you'll generally wait from 2 to 4 hours before your hippo bull will float, and the interesting recovery process begins. A big bull crocodile is territorial by nature. The hunt for croc is a game of identifying a suitable trophy in a shootable position. In some instances, after sighting a trophy croc, a stalk inland can be made that will give the hunter a shot at the basking reptile. In other instances, your professional hunter may choose to lure a big croc into a shootable position using bait. Both methods are successful, and each may be employed on the same hunt until your trophy is taken. Regardless of which method brings a croc into your scope, the greatest of care must be taken to anchor the animal on the spot, as there is no tracking a wounded crocodile once he's made to the safety of the water. I'd like to leave you with one final piece of advice that I've learned over my safari career. Safari is rarely a straight line. Rather, it's a series of advances and retreats. There's going to be days where absolutely nothing seems to go right. And then you're going to have red letter days where trophies are falling out of the trees on you. It's all part of the safari experience. My advice is hunt as hard as you can, come prepared, try to enjoy every bit of the safari, the good and the bad. It all mixes together. A wise man once told me, never judge a safari until the sun sets on the last day. Do the very best you can and try to absorb the experience. If you'll do that, you will have the greatest hunting adventure of your lifetime.